What's up everybody, welcome to my channel. Let's start today's game with the Carl Khan. I think it's kind of nice to come back to the basics, and it matched me with someone that's rated 1425. 1425! How does that happen? I guess that once I was rated 1400, so maybe that's the logic behind it. But that's still kind of crazy. Okay, so now I can. What have I played? I didn't even have to play that, now I can sacrifice my bishop. And if you want to keep protecting this pawn, then you must double your pawns and have this ugly structure over here. Okay, so he does. Interesting, let's attack this bishop. He will probably drop back, yes. And now I can unpin myself. I was also thinking of going here, but I don't think that was the move. What is this? Okay, I'm not going to commit my king to this side yet. I'm going to attack this pawn and ask my opponent a very simple question like, where is this? How are you going to keep protecting this pawn? Because if you come back, then you've wasted one move. Okay, if you go here, I guess he can go here. But now, why wouldn't I go like this? Make a move like this. Threatening to take this pawn. And also I have some ideas with... I guess I don't. I was thinking of playing bishop to d6. But I obviously don't want to take there. Okay, interesting move, but it doesn't threaten anything. It just defends this pawn. I cannot play this because then he just takes. So if I want to do something about this pawn, it would be nice to move my knight. Okay, crazy. I move this knight here. And now you cannot capture with the rook, because then I will take your bishop and get my pawn back. So you have to capture with your bishop. And then I pin you here. So then I can take. I like this sequence, to be honest. Because this, then I just take. And after you recapture, I just go here. And then my queen opens up. It's a very interesting line. He might move his king here. Like takes, I go here. This is definitely a move, but I can keep the pressure on this pawn. Wait a minute, if I go here, then he might go there. But then I just move here with a check. And then I defend myself like this. So if I go here, it's the same thing all over again. You cannot take this. And if you try to like attack me with your knight, then I can give you this check. and then defend myself like this, right? Okay, so he goes for it. I might have miscalculated this. Or maybe I did. Huh. But what if I go here? And then maybe sack my rook? No, I definitely messed this up. Maybe this is the way. Or maybe this? I like this a lot more. I'm interested in if this works as well. I think that this move is weaker. Definitely. But you basically have to take this. And then I don't even have to trade this rook and undouble your pawns. I can go takes, and then defend this rook like this. And then this is basically hanging. He might go here with his knight. Defending this pawn. And I obviously couldn't give this check then. This position is kind of weird. Yeah, so if he goes here, does he have to take? I mean, he might go here. But now you allow me to just get in with my knight? Maybe with my knight. Or I can create this battery. And then you won't be able to castle. I can take. Yeah, I can take definitely. You have to go here because if you go there, I bring my queen over with a tempo. Okay, I just almost hung my queen in one move. I have to go here. And then I have to attack this bishop with it to gain like a tempo. So the whole point is that I go here. And if you trade, you trade. And if you try to be smart and push me away with your pawn, then I come back, but he doesn't go for that. Now I can just take back. So after everything's settled, where should I go? Let's go here. So after everything's settled, his king is kind of open, while I can still castle. And I feel like my pawns are kind of better because this bishop is... First of all, this bishop does nothing. And also blocks off your own pawn. Is it safe to castle or should I go for something like this? I like king to e7. It's definitely a nice idea. This move also doesn't threaten anything. So I could go for something like this with this knight because this knight is still protecting both of those squares, right? It's very important. And it should be an easy game. I feel like I have a slight advantage. This is definitely a move. So now you're definitely not going here. Because previously he could have went for something like this. Or like this. Always having an opportunity to open up his pieces, but after this I'm kind of fine. Also, I need to bring my rook in. So I can go here and kind of try and take over this file. He might do the same thing. Then I can put my rook here, but I don't think that's the best move. I don't know. Yeah, so he does go for it. I could definitely play rook to g8. This does nothing. Okay, now I'm thinking let's drop back and push. Because that knight does nothing. My opponent also had something like, let's say if he brings his rook here in the future, there is like this pin, so I have to be careful. Okay, so what does he do now? Plus, it's important to mention that I don't have like 30 seconds on the clock, because usually I'm like down on time a lot. And here I am also down on time, but not as much as usual. How does he address this threat? Because if he moves his bishop away, like here or here, then I take over, right? So you have to move it back. But I am pushing this pawn one way or another, and this knight is completely out of the game. This rook isn't the best either. And those pawns are kind of... I mean, my pawns are definitely better. So I should be winning here. This is very dangerous. Because let's say, for example, I go here. Then you don't really want to take this. Yeah, let's go for it. This does nothing, by the way. Or maybe it does. But he takes? Why would he take and get rid of his bishop pair? This is a move. I don't see why I wouldn't play this. This looks kind of annoying. But how do I win this? Like, how do I utilize my advantage? Because I'm definitely winning. I could go for something like here takes, 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 and then this check. Yeah, let's try and go for it. Trade off as much as possible. This looks kind of scary. But I can always hide like here. It's important to not go there and hang my knight. So I guess then I would have to move back, huh? Now I kind of have to give this check. Oh, and now I defend this square, oh my god. So now that check does nothing. Okay, this is a free pawn. So I'm thinking let's just trade off the rooks. And now I can grab this free pawn. Can I? Yes, I can. And this should be winning. Or maybe it's a draw. It's either a draw or it's winning. But we'll see which one it is. It's kind of annoying how he controls everything. Like I would have to go around here like this. Well, now I can go back and you cannot move to any of those squares. And your king is in the corner while mine is active. Right, so this is... I'm just progressing my king forward. Forward. It's kind of a weird word to pronounce. This pawn push looks fine. Because I'm actually threatening to go here. Ah, okay, see, he sees this. Because then I could attack this pawn like however I feel because it couldn't move. And I'm super down on time. Okay, this is not ideal. Definitely not Magnus Carlsen. Let's trade off the pieces. Yes. This is exactly what I needed. Is this a draw? It looks like a draw. Yeah, this was a draw. I feel like at some point I must have... Yeah, so here I had the advantage. But this was just a draw. I probably should have played... maybe something like this. But it was still a nice game. I gained 2 points to Elo for drawing this guy. Because he is higher rated, but this was your daily chess episode and I will see you tomorrow.